Hi, Collective. Welcome back to Love, Light, and Life Affirmed, your daily affirmations for self love and growth. Hi, you guys. Welcome back into the channel. So, you guys, this is going to be your Thursday message. This is going to be Unsent Letters. This is about someone you've been in no contact with. That could be for the last few weeks, that could be the last few months, that could be the last few years or decades. But this is a person who you had a situationship with, relationship with, even just possibly a really close friendship with. But unfortunately, something happened in your connection with this person that caused you to walk away or for them to walk away. And this separation has been complete silence. So I'm going to pull some messages to see what happened in that situation. And then we're going to pull those unsent letters, things that if you guys ever came back in contact with each other, what you would possibly say, what they would want to say that maybe they couldn't at the time, maybe something you need to say that you never had a chance to. And let's just see where both of you are at this time. All right. Welcome back, all of my current followers and subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. You guys rock. You guys have been absolutely amazing with your love and support of the channel. Thank you so much. Welcome back, all of the incoming followers and subscribers. Welcoming you guys. Thank you for joining us. Once you hit that subscribe button, just make sure you hit that bell and hit all, just so you don't miss any of the other messages that I upload for you guys on a daily basis. All right. All right, collective. Well, what happened here? Oh, well, let's start. Coming clean, confessing, opening up, being truthful, raw emotions. Wow. So something came out between you and this person. You guys, like I said, had a connection. Just looking at this card here, it seemed like you guys had no problems having conversations. It looks like you guys love spending time together. There was a level of admiration for each other, but something happened here, some type of truth. Let's see, what else? Really committed this time, loyal, in it for the long run, no games. Wow, so this person was playing games. They made you feel like at the time that they were really truly trying to work towards some type of long-term relationship between the two of you. They made you truly feel that they were loyal to your connection. They really made you feel special. They made you feel like you were their favorite person and that they had plans for you guys. And even if it wasn't something that was discussed all the time, it was something that was felt, collective. It was something that was felt. Yeah, yeah. Unfinished business, proposal, forgiveness, reconciliation, fixing your issues. If this person could come back, because they definitely feel like there's unfinished business between the two of you. I feel like the confession, if they had a chance to talk to you at this time, would be to tell you and let you know that they did see you as a long-term investment. They did want to commit to you. But obviously something was going on between the two of you guys at the time where this just did not come to fruition. So this person definitely feels like there's unfinished business between the two of you. And even though we're talking about your past, this person is already making it obvious, collective, that they would reconcile with you if they could. What else happened here? Yeah, it was a toxic environment that you guys were in. This person got bad advice. They were in a low vibration emotionally leeching off of you. Karmic relationships. Yeah, this person was surrounded by a lot of people who was a bad influence on them. And for whatever reason, they were easily influenced by these connections. So this could have been family, this could be close friends, co-workers, but there's definitely something here where this person always seemed to get caught up in these really bad situations, toxic environments with these people who were definitely not on the same page when it came to having connections like you and them collective. Your past person and you had a connection that everyone could see was something special. And it was obvious to even the people who were very toxic in their life. But they didn't want to lose their party buddy. They didn't want to lose the person that they went out drinking with. So, as this person started to open up to these people, these toxic friends, family members, co-workers about you and their connection, which was their mistake, and I'm pretty sure hindsight is 2020. And they're probably wishing that they never disclosed so much about your connection if they knew that the people that they hung out with all the time, that they thought were really close friends, that they thought were loyal to them, that they thought cared about their happiness, I'm pretty sure they would, if they could change it, they would keep their mouth shut. Because all these people gave them was bad advice. They kept them in a low vibration to where they started to choose them over you, collective. They started to choose the drinking, the toxic behavior, the low vibrational behavior, the karmic relationships over you. They kept this person preoccupied, so they eventually stopped looking at you, collective, as the rare treasure, the rare diamond, the rare person that they intuitively felt themselves in their heart, in their soul, in their mind, because they constantly thought about you, collective. This person truly would have committed to you when the time came, if it was the right situation. But unfortunately, they got distracted. Wow, what else happened here? High value. Yeah, now this person is realizing what they lost in you, collective. You're the Empress. High value, self-worth, will not settle. You're beautiful, you're sexy, you're abundant, you're confident. And now they are seeing this. Now that time has passed, now that they are no longer around you and in your energy as a part of your life, they are hearing this about you. They're seeing you, whether that's online or hearing it from friends, but they are realizing that listening to these past individuals that could or could not be a part of their life anymore. But they realized that these people did not give them the best advice, but their biggest mistake was not listening to their own heart. And maybe they had a fear of trusting their own heart, probably because they've been heartbroken, because maybe they had a previous situation where they thought they were in love and that person turned out to be someone deceptive. They were fake. They used the fact that they were in love with them to betray them and broke their heart. And sometimes there's that one heartbreak that sometimes people can't get past and they carry it with them. As much as they want to feel that again, the fear of opening up to love in that way is so traumatic that a lot of times they self-sabotage it. And that's exactly what this person did. They lost the Empress. And now, if they could, they would just pop up. Unexpected visit, taking a risk, facing fears, emotional push. If you guys live close to each other, you may be about to get a pop-up visit, probably coming up very soon, this upcoming, winter season. But this person is definitely in regret at this time because they realize truly they had the best thing in their hands and they let it slip away, listening to others, not feeling with their whole heart. They felt it, but they just kept it to themselves because literally the first few cards out tell us that they really would have committed to you. They looked at you in that way. They knew that you were the total package. And maybe right now this person is going through some issues. Maybe they're dealing with unemployment, they're in debt. Maybe having this toxic environment, these toxic karmic relationships has caused them a lot of pain since you guys have been in separation. And maybe they are being affected, not just in love, but maybe also in their, material world. There's a true struggle happening. And even if this doesn't mean they are financially broke, it could mean that spiritually they are broken. Wow. What else here? Yeah, exactly. They hid their true feelings, like we said. They never told you how deep their feelings truly ran for you. So they acted cold, they acted detached. And this was because of the advice they received from their toxic friends, family members, co-workers, whoever it was that they kept confiding in. And if they can come clean and if they felt like it would make a difference, they would. But right now, you are in your self-love energy. Some of you guys are probably celibate. After dealing with this type of environment, you've probably taken a step back to reevaluate your life, yourself, give yourself love. You are loving you. You are happy. You're releasing the past and those burdens, the bad and negative emotions. And some of you guys may be taking a break from love. Some of you guys may not be ready to get back out there quite yet, but definitely this person knew that you were there for them. You were their teammate when it came to love. You were there for them through it all, through the good moments, the wins, the successes. You were there for them when they were having issues with their family, with their friends, just even with being confident in themselves. You were there for them because you looked at them as your partner and you wanted to constantly uplift them. But it seems like the negative and the toxicity always overtook them more than the love you could give them. And it just became a burden. What else happened here? Yeah. So now in your Empress energy, you have a clear mind, a clear heart. You have insight and clarity and truth of the situation. And now that you've realized what happened, it's been easier for you to let go. Because I guarantee you, when you first had to walk away from this individual, you probably didn't understand how you could feel so deeply for someone, how you could feel so connected to someone that could seem so cold and detached towards you in one moment, and then you would have these glimpses of these very intimate moments. And the intimate moments felt so real, but they were so determined to keep the truth from you. Yeah, you guys were total opposites of each other. It was probably that type of connection that was so unexpected out of the blue. It probably didn't even make sense to you guys why you guys felt so drawn to each other. They were a bad boy, you were a bad girl, you were a bad girl, they were a good boy, flip it where it goes, but you guys were definitely opposites, different beliefs, but there was this insane attraction to each other. You balanced each other out. some way, somehow, that made no sense. And I think that was part of the fear, collective. Part of the fear was that whatever you guys had, it just made no sense. So it had to be something wrong with it, right? Because if we're thinking about this logically, it has to make sense. It has to look right on paper, right? It has to make sense to the world for it to be acceptable. But when you're talking about matters of the heart, it's never going to make sense. And I think that's what makes love stories so amazing, because they usually don't make any sense. As long as it makes sense to the two people who are in love with each other, who want to be together, I think that's all that matters. And if two people are not strong enough to hold each other down, to be there for each other, even when no one else agrees or it doesn't make sense for anyone else in their lives, then it can't work. It can't work if one part is broken. It can't work if one person doesn't believe. And as strong as the chemistry was between the two of you, unfortunately, one person didn't believe at the time, but now this person is most likely feeling it again. They're now realizing that they had teamwork love, and they probably realize it now because they lack it. So they are truly seeing and understanding and seeing that they had a real connection. They had real affection. These were not fake sparks. These were real, genuine sparks between the two of you that unfortunately they allowed others to make them lose. Yeah, you guys would have had a love that lasted. Your love, the love between the two of you, it was timeless. It was real. It was deep. It was deep. But unfortunately, this person lost you. They gave you no choice but to walk away. And it was probably the hardest thing that you ever had to do, collective. So let's see if this person could connect with you, if they could talk to you one last time. What would they say? What would you say? Are you guys bitter? Are you guys moving forward and healing? Is there still love between the two of you, or is there only disgust? Because sometimes once those feelings fade, once someone's been disrespected and heartbroken, it's truly hard to hold on to those feelings, because no matter how strong the chemistry was between the two of you, the disrespect was louder. The heartbreak was stronger. All right. What would this person say to you if they could? The answer I still can't give you. Still care about you. Don't want to be hurt by you like that anymore. I feel like this is what you would say to them, collective. You would let them know that, yes, you still care for them, because the love between you guys was real, because it was something that you did feel deeply, and it truly changed you on an internal level. So you would let them know that you still cared about them, but that you just would never want to be hurt by them anymore. What else? This was probably one of the issues. They were choosing everyone else but you, collective. This could have been a third party situation where this person decided to choose a different person over you. Maybe because the fear that they had about your connection was too strong for them to accept, so they needed someone easier, someone they didn't have to feel so deeply with. Even though you wish it could have been you guys, you wish them luck. You're allowing them to live their life because that's what they chose, even though I'm sure they regret it now. What else? I let go, but I did so with love. I'll never forget you. I wish you peace. I wish you love and abundance. I wish for you the life of your dreams, even if that doesn't include me. For some of you guys, this person is allowing you to walk away from them with love for you still in their heart. They realize that they didn't give you what you deserve. They realize that they broke your heart. They realized the impact that you truly made on them in their heart, even if they will never admit it out loud to maybe you or anyone else. But they do wish you peace. They are at least respecting you enough to allow you to move forward. They're not projecting negativity towards you because they're bitter and mad because you decided to choose yourself since they chose someone else. They are still wishing you love and abundance in your life. They're still hoping that you live the life of your dreams because deep down they know you deserve that. This person at least realizes that even though they couldn't love you correctly, they can at least respect you, even in your absence. What else? What else would this person want to say? Or what would you say to them if you could, collective? Evasive. I talk to the wind, I talk to the trees. I do not write to you. This came out in the reverse. I feel like if this person could talk to you instead of the wind, they would. I feel like this person, if they could talk to you instead of the trees, they would. If this person could at least write to you a last letter, maybe, and knew that you would receive it and respond, they would. What else? You thought I didn't care. I let fear hold me back. The thought of losing you made me hesitant to speak my heart. My silence might have made you question my feelings. My quietness stemmed from a depth of love and fear, not a lack of care. Exactly, confirmation that they hid their feelings from you, collective. They had feelings so deep, it terrified them that they would rather hide behind a broken mask of deception and be cold and detached than to allow you to know. And I feel like it definitely was partly fear, but I also feel like this person was not ready to give you the commitment that you deserved, but they wanted to hold on to you as long as they could. They wanted to hold on to you, even though they knew deep down it wasn't fair. Even though they know that they allowed you to think that they didn't care about you, that you were heartbroken most of the time because of their actions. Their hot and cold, in and out, inconsistent ways, their controlling ways. They allowed fear. They allowed everybody in their life control their decision except you. The one person that truly had their heart, the one person that they've probably only been in love with their whole life. What else? I don't know how not to dream of you. So many things remind me of you. Yes, this person still dreams about you, collective, often. I wasn't ready for you to say this. Dangerous, invigorating, just needed. This person is sad because you look at them as now someone dangerous in their life, someone to fear. And I don't think they were ready for you to see them in that way. But now they realize with their actions, that's exactly what you feel. And I think that's why you guys have been in separation, because it's like, how do they come back from that? How do they come back and make you see them in the way that you used to see them after everything that's happened? So they're stuck with that mask that's broken. I know I shouldn't. I know it shouldn't. The idea of you with someone else makes me sick. The idea of you being better for a person who's not me makes my heart pound. The thought of you loving someone else makes my stomach churn. Yeah, they're devastated. They're devastated. Let's get one more, and I'll pull some character cards and some zodiacs here. I'll choose for you. I know that you're not the person for me. I will make the choice for us both. It's over. So a love that could have been timeless, that could have lasted forever, that was real, that was felt by both of you, now is something that collective you would never choose again. Yes, it's very sad and it's unfortunate, because love is such a rare thing. It can be the greatest feeling in the world, but attaching the word love to the wrong person can make it feel like a heart attack. It could be the worst feeling that you've ever felt in your life. So I think it's very important as you move forward, collective, take the true lesson from this particular situation, which would be, if someone is not consistent with you, if their words do not match their actions, if they tell you that they love you one day and ghost you the next day, if they talk to you one day and you guys hang out and have a great time, but then you don't talk to them for a week, they don't call and check on you, they could care less about your well-being, they don't show up for you. Don't give all your energy away to someone who would not give their energy to you. Don't set yourself up to be heartbroken by giving 100% to someone only giving 10. Be okay with being by yourself and loving yourself if you have not found that person. If there is not a person who deserves you, take the time to love you. And maybe that's what this lesson was for you, collective, to teach you how to love yourself again. Because you have probably given so much of yourself to this connection for so long that maybe you forgot about you. And now you're at the point of being able to be happy, you're loving on yourself, you're releasing those past sorrows. And it's not about forgetting, because that person definitely impacted you. And maybe the only things that you can say to them is, thank you, I'm sorry, and you're welcome. Thank you for showing me that I needed to love myself more. I'm sorry that even though it felt like I would be in your life forever, it didn't turn out that way. it turned out to be that we were not for each other. And maybe we were only meant to be in each other's lives for a season. And you're welcome. Because although you couldn't love me in the way that I needed to be loved, I'm glad that I was a part of your life. I'm glad that I had those moments with you. The good times I will always remember. And I pray that you take those good moments. I pray that you take the times we had, take the lessons and the wisdom, and become better and find love, the right person, find self-love. And maybe collective, that's how you're going to have to leave it with this person. I'm going to pull a few character cards and see. Some of you guys could have been dealing with a painter. Yeah, this person maybe had some addictions, avoidance issues for sure with this toxic environment. There was a lot of abuse, avoidance. And because they were fighting so hard to deny their feelings, they did everything they could to numb the pain. A few more. You guys could be younger. I could be talking to a younger group. Maybe you guys are in your 20s to 30s, 30s to 40s. But you guys had a young energy. I feel like when you guys were together, you guys felt like kids again. I feel like you guys brought each other to life. So that's why there was that potential for growth between you two, for sure. But yeah, they're burdened. They feel lost. They're trying to seek understanding, clarity. They feel defeated. And you saw them collective as a king. In your eyes, they were a king. And maybe that's where the disconnect was, because while you saw them as a king, they were maybe really still emotionally young, a child at heart. They were not ready to step up to the plate and really take on that type of commitment with you at that time. So not only were they afraid of their feelings, but they feared they could not be who you maybe wanted them to be, or they could not live up to who they know you saw them as, which was this king. Wow. Let's get a few zodiac signs to close this out. A few more. Okay. All right. You guys could have been dealing with a Gemini, or you could be a Gemini or have those placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries. And on the bottom of the deck, Cancer. All right, collective. That's what I have for you. Like I said, in these situations, I feel like there's always a level of love between two people, but unfortunately, it takes two people, two whole people, to keep a connection together. And unfortunately, this person was not ready for you. And again, for you, collective, maybe this was the lesson of self-love for you in this situation, because you gave so much to this individual that you neglected your own needs. You didn't really truly maybe know what you wanted. So hopefully everybody takes something from this situation and not take the bitterness. I don't know how long you've been separated from this person, but hopefully both people have been away long enough to heal. If this is something that just happened recently, this is still my lesson to you, to take with you the love that was between the two of you and the things that didn't feel so great, the mistakes that both of you made, because it definitely takes two people to make mistakes in any relationship. Learn from them, acknowledge them, be accountable for your role, and heal. Start to heal from the situation. And eventually, learn how to keep your heart open so that you can still receive love. But you have to start by giving it to yourself. All right. That's what I have. If this message resonated, hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, follow me. But until next time, collective, bye.